There are days that move like any other, and then there are days that flip your whole world upside down, and the morning this happened to me was one of those days. Asterisk, I had lived on my land for years, peaceful, quiet, surrounded by trees and good neighbors, until the HOA elected Karen as president, and from that moment life started moving in the wrong direction. Karen was the type of person who believed rules existed only to benefit her and punish everyone else. She memorized the entire HOA handbook like it was holy scripture, and then added 10 more rules she invented in her kitchen. Asterisk. The woman lived for control. Asterisk. It started small with her leaving notes on my door telling me my grass was 2 inches too tall and my porch light was too bright. But I always kept things calm because peace mattered to me. Then she pushed harder. When I built a small cabin shed on my land, she walked over the second. The hammer stopped echoing as if she had been waiting behind a bush. Asterisk. She pointed at the cabin with a shaking hand and shouted that I violated 10 different policies. Asterisk. I calmly explained that I had city permits. She ignored every word and acted like the world had ended. I thought this was the peak of her behavior, but it was only the beginning. Asterisk. 3 days later, I woke up to loud machinery roaring near my fence. Asterisk. I rushed outside and what I saw nearly froze my blood. Asterisk. Heavy equipment digging on my land and Karen standing proudly next to it holding a clipboard like she was managing a military operation. Asterisk. She claimed my land was mistakenly registered as community property and she was taking it back for the HOA. Asterisk. I told her to shut everything down and she laughed in my face. Asterisk. The workers did not even know they were trespassing because Karen told them she owned the entire block. Asterisk. I knew this had gone too far, so I went straight to my computer. Asterisk. What Karen forgot was that I installed security cameras all around my property. Asterisk. The footage showed her crossing into my land, breaking my fence, drawing fake boundary lines, and directing workers to dig. Asterisk. This was the type of evidence that could shut down a whole HOA. I grabbed the files and headed to the county office. The officials watched the footage twice because they could not believe a neighborhood president would go this far. Within the hour, they issued a notice to stop all activity and open an investigation. When I returned home, the digging had stopped. Asterisk. Karen stood in my driveway. Furious, she demanded to know why her project was interrupted. I handed her the county order. Asterisk. She read the first line and the confidence fell from her face. Like a stack of cards collapsing. Still, she tried to scream that she had rights and power. I simply told her she had crossed a line she could not step back over. Asterisk. Later that afternoon, the deputies arrived. Asterisk. Karen ran toward them, acting dramatic, crying, pretending she was the victim. She claimed I was stealing community land and hiding documents, but the deputy already reviewed the footage I provided. Asterisk. Everything she did was recorded: trespassing, destruction of private property. Asterisk. Abuse of authority, unauthorized construction, filing false HOA claims. The list kept growing. The deputy asked her to step aside. Asterisk. Karen refused. Asterisk. She tried to walk into my house screaming that she needed to check for violations. That was the moment the cuffs came out. The entire neighborhood gathered on their lawns watching the HOA queen finally fall from her throne. Asterisk. She begged the deputies to let her go. She blamed me. She blamed the workers. She blamed her cat, but nothing could save her. Asterisk. As she was loaded into the patrol car, the neighborhood felt lighter. Asterisk. The air felt clean for the first time in years. Asterisk. The deputy thanked me for documenting everything because without proof, Karen would have kept abusing her power. Asterisk. Days later, the county completed the investigation. Karen was removed from her HOA position permanently. She was charged with multiple counts and ordered to pay for all property damage. Asterisk. The AO board publicly apologized to every resident she had bullied. Asterisk. I rebuilt my fence the way I wanted. I upgraded my cabin. My neighbors came by to celebrate the fact that peace had finally returned. Asterisk. And I learned an important truth. Asterisk. When someone tries to take what is yours, when someone abuses authority, when someone believes they are untouchable. Asterisk. All you need is patience, evidence, and the courage to stand firm because eventually justice arrives. And when it does, it hits harder than any rule Karen could ever make up.